Hi everyone, welcome to my podcast. This is Oma's Diary, where I chronicle my journey as a social impact broadcast journalist and a development one at that. Glad to have you join me here. I am Oma, your very sweetheart on radio, TV, social media sweetheart everywhere. So recently, I had this conversation with Deaconess Uzo Ejikeme, the proprietress of Higher Heights College located in GRA in the city of Onitsha, Anambra State of Nigeria. And we were talking about school's resumption, and she spit so much fire, like fire in a good way. You know, during school resumption, there's always this pressure on the parents, on the teenagers, on the children, trying to get new clothes, new sandals, new bags, on top of the fact that school fees will be paid. I mean, it is a new session, it's a new term, new books, everything new. The prices are higher. The prices are usually double this time around. So we just had this conversation to find a meeting point, right? Something that will help the parents, help the kids, help school owners. And she did say a lot of things. She did communicate a lot of wise words. I call them wisdom-filled words, which I really feel and believe every one of us should listen, because even while having this conversation with her, I was really inspired and motivated at how passionate Deaconess Uzo Ejikeme is about teenagers, about school system, ensuring that every child is well catered for. Please take a listen to this conversation, and I will see you at the other side of this conversation. Stay with us.
Sweetheart on radio, sweetheart on radio. I am calling you, Mama. Make you talk my pain away. Talk, ease me. Talk, my sweetheart on radio.
And alright, definitely we are kinging. Every other time we come here on 28th Spot Show, it's all about making sure that we bring out that king and queen in every child. Good evening, everyone. Time check right now is 2 minutes gone past hour 4 p.m. Today is Saturday, September 14. My name is Oma, your very sweetheart on radio, TV, social media sweetheart everywhere. Welcome to 28th Spot Show, where we analyze issues that concern teenagers. And I've got with me an amazing, whenever the school is about to resume, or just at the nick of resumption, I usually bring in this amazing swagalicious, paparazzi-licious, beautiful woman of God, and she's also the owner of a school, Deaconess Uzo Ejikeme, who is the proprietress of Higher Heights College, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And we're going to have an amazing conversation today. So if you're a parent, you're a child, you're a teen, you're a guardian, you need to listen to her, because she's come spitting fire. And we are going to x-ray this all-important topic. Deaconess, first of all, welcome to the program. And thank you so much. We actually scheduled this program like 2 months ago, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And something happened. A lot of things happened. I got involved in a lot of things. And this morning, I reminded Deaconess, do you remember that you're the one on 28th Spot Show today? She said, is it me? I said, yes, ma, it is you. She said, oh my. And I want to say thank you so much for shifting everything you had to do today for this program. It shows your heart for young ones, and we don't take it for granted. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Oma. And thank you also for your kind of person. I just wouldn't say no to you. You're just such a sweetheart. Honestly, I wouldn't say no to you.
Thank you so much. This means so much to me. Thank you. All right, so we want to look at back to school, right? Today some schools started last week.
Last week for some.
Yeah, this week, right?
This
week, this weekend. Okay, so a lot.
Some
are starting next week, Tuesday, and even in 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
And if you get to the market right now, you know
It's
and
buffering.
realize, oh my goodness,
Buffering.
lots of parents are trying
With
to
their kids.
overdo themselves, all to make sure that kids go back to school.
Exactly.
But as the owner of a school, right? What are the basic things that school owners expect from children that are coming back to school for the new session?
Thank you once again for this opportunity. I know this period is really challenging for some parents.
Very.
And
How much is a liter of fuel now?
in fact, I got yesterday 1,250.
Okay. Okay.
You know, some selling 1.2, some selling 1.3. And that has affected, other products in the market. I mean, virtually everything. So whatever you need to buy, don't shift it to tomorrow, just get it today. Because there is tomorrow's price. There is today's price.
And that's
So it's
annoying.
unfortunate.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, really. My heart really goes out for parents. And really knowing that they have school fees to pay. And, oh my God. I really, as a school owner, I completely understand what the parents are actually going through, especially when they have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids at the same time, and you would have to pay their school fees at the same time. I mean, the same month, because one will not wait for the other.
Yeah.
That's a lot of burden, a lot of, they're thinking, what am I going to do? I mean, some of them are pressured right now. Some parents have called me. I mean, they have called a while, and it's not really easy for them, especially when some of them are not even making enough sales because of the prices of things. Some people are not. Those that are into clothing, for instance. Someone told me yesterday, nobody's coming to buy. Nobody's interested in buying clothes. They even want to eat. Let's have some money to eat, but the kids will have to go to school. Yeah.
Irrespective
of anything, the kids has to go to school.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do as a parent? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna steal?
No, not at all.
So you just have to manage yourself.
Okay.
I mean, I know sometimes the kids would want some things that they already have, or maybe they want an upgrade, even though that is also still. I mean, what they have presently, it's okay, they can manage it. In that situation, and you have other things to buy. First of all, as a parent, you have to prioritize.
Okay, priority.
Yes, you must prioritize, because if you don't, you seem to buy more than the other, and you're hooked, you're choked.
Okay.
So you have to prioritize.
Okay.
What are the important things I must do?
Okay.
First, I mean, list them. You have to be practical.
Okay.
So you don't overshoot. You don't get stuck at the middle. You have some school fees to pay. Obviously, some schools may have added
the fees. Remember you were here last year, and we had this conversation. This same conversation. And amazingly, it's not as if anything has changed.
Exactly.
Like, I remember vividly how you were talking last year. Like, by this time we were here having this discussion.
I mean, I'm here
again. The same discussion.
Almost doubled in price.
Way more.
I am even
Please do.
That even with all this increase, I couldn't even increase my school fees.
Oh wow.
Honestly.
Is there anything you're doing differently?
It's not as though there's anything I'm doing differently. It's just that also we've been here for like 2 years.
Okay.
Plus, and I'm also concerned the parents.
Okay.
I just said, at least for this time again, let me just help them ease off the stress.
Wow.
The last I told you that I'm not increasing.
You're not
Why
increasing.
Are other schools increasing and all that. And guess what? This time I'm still at
that same old rate.
That same old school fees.
Wow.
Not that it's not overbearing for me.
Okay.
But I just I'm just trying to have a balance. Strike a balance for now, just because of my parents that I have right now. Not that things have not skyrocketed. I mean that I'm just holding on.
Now we need to get this. We need to get this.
Really. So I'm looking at those parents that have it's not also a charity school as well, because you have a lot of teachers to pay, good teachers that have children. Do you understand? I mean, kids that will also, they need to also pay their school fees somewhere.
Yeah.
And so I'm also looking at them. You know, so parents will need to really prioritize. You have the school fees, set that aside.
Okay.
Yes, you have the textbooks, you have the books to buy, you have some of their shoes to change. If it's not that bad, hold on.
If it's not that bad, like if that shoe is not so bad, like it can be managed, they can go to school with it, right?
At least for now.
For now.
Not that it wouldn't be changed.
Okay.
But they could, let me just handle every other thing.
Okay.
Maybe in a few weeks' time or in a few months' time, I could still replace it.
I love that you're saying this, because you know a lot of parents are under a lot of pressure.
Yes.
To buy everything new, shoes new, bags new, everything new.
If the bag is cheap.
Now, did you listen, coming from a school owner, that if the bag is not so bad, if the shoe is not so bad, please hold on for now. Prioritize.
Yes, prioritize.
Please, which are the most important? You said the most important things, because some parents that are listening may not actually know the most important things. You know that to some parents, shoes are the most important, bags are the most important. You know, the way the child
dress them without even paying the
so what are the most important, please?
After you have dressed them, now the school is asking for the money. You don't have money to pay for the fees. So what's the point? They are dragging you for the money and you don't have the money. Okay. So why don't you just set aside the fee? Just pay it. What you know you can do, just do it. Don't, don't procrastinate it. Just let that get off, because that can also bring a lot of pressure. There are some schools that can pressure you to pay. Okay. So why don't you know you're going to pay at the end of the day, why don't you just pay it? Okay. And let that pressure get off your back. Okay. Then whatever that is left, then you can also prioritize again. Okay. Because there are some things that are more important than the others. Okay. So if the shoe is more important, that is really bad, just change it. Don't also, because of, there's some kids, they want to be like other children.
Exactly. The peer pressure.
Exactly. They want to be like, this Choma, I want to wear the kind of shoes she's wearing. Because she's from a rich home and you just want to be like that. So you are disturbing your parents. Please get me that Versace, get me that shoe, get me that. Not knowing that parents are not the same. Exactly. So you also will need to manage your kids. Okay. You don't allow them to pressure you. Okay. Every child, they have understanding. Okay. Sit them down, communicate with them, talk with them. Okay. They will understand. I will get it for you, but not now. Okay. Let me do some more important things. And you need to have food at home. Okay. The kids after that, food is very important. Yeah. You need to stock up. Do you understand? Because you can't buy all these things and there's no food for the kids to eat. They need to go to school, carrying their lunchbox, come back with something to eat. So stock up. When you have done all that is necessary, then you can go in for the leftovers. Those things that you know that they are your wants, not as though you need them. You cannot go in for that. Just to reduce the pressure. It can be, that can bring a lot of stress. That can bring a lot of stress because school is demanding as well. These kids, and you need to also sit those kids down now. You're about to start school. Start talking to them, because they have been relaxed for almost 2 months now. They have played enough. They have watched movies. They have, they're in their relaxation. That means they might have forgotten a lot of things. Exactly. So you need to start managing even the way they sleep now, because during holidays you just allow them to sleep. Right, and wake up at any time they want. So if this week you don't really, try to manage them, go back to sleep on time, go to bed on time, so you can wake up on time, is really going to affect them when they start. Now it becomes another pressure and stress on you, the mother, or the father, as the case may be, because you need to wake them up, get them ready. So you need to start rearranging your mindset. School is starting. You need to get back to your books. You need to do a couple of revision. You need to revise. They need to revise, because some schools, they start up with a resumption test. Yes. Just to get the children back to, So now they need to start bringing their bags. Is it ready? The shirts, my trouser, my skirt, whatever it is, they're washed, are they ironed, are they ready to start? Start getting their minds ready to to kick. So that the moment school starts, they have started.
Amazing.
Yes.
Amazing.
School can also be demanding as well, even as a parent.
Okay.
Now, because now before now, you just leave for work, they're at home, there's no stress, you come back, you meet them. Now you're gonna plan, they're gonna come back by 4, they're gonna, what are they gonna eat? Or so there are a lot of rearrangements to make at this point. So it's important that the parents get that in their mind that school is about to start, another 3 months in front of you to really, be serious and get your kids up and running.
Wow, in case if you're wondering, the lady that is spitting fire and spitting wisdom here, she is Deaconess Uzo Ejikeme, the proprietress of Higher Heights College, located here in Onitsha, GRA. And she's been saying a lot of things that will help parents. Now, let's look at the spiritual aspect. After the physical, you still talk about the spiritual aspect.
Yes.
How can a parent help the child spiritually in order to, get into this new academic session and to overcome the challenges that comes with the new academic session?
Thank you very much. This is very important.
Yeah, very, very.
The way the child thinks. There are some kids that they believe they're not smart.
Yes!
They think, if you just ask them.
And yes, sorry. Yeah. There are schools and there are teachers in these schools that are even telling their children that they are not smart.
Exactly.
They use the word olodo.
Oh my God, you don't know anything. Yeah, those people in the class, they have 2 heads. Do you understand? So they feed them with those vibes that are not good. Right now is a time to inspire your kids.
Okay.
Positive inspiration, thinking.
Please, Deaconess, as an owner of a school, can you please tell parents the importance of affirming a child?
That cannot be overemphasized. To be honest, there are some kids when you look at them, you just understand that they are coming from the wrong home.
Okay.
When they talk, when they even their look alone, they don't have low self-esteem. They don't believe in themselves. It's obvious that they have been beaten and battered at home. And the parents are not even aware what they're doing to their kids. So this is a time to talk to your child. Man, you're good. You can make it. Obviously, this child came back with a result that is not, so good.
And feels beaten already.
Already beaten.
So there's no need for you to add it.
Just adding a bad result already. There's a child that was talking, not even a child, a teenager. I was talking with a few days ago and she said, I have never had a good result.
Wow.
I have never, you can mean when somebody said,
I'm having goosebumps like you're saying this.
Entering SS2.
Okay.
I said, I have never had a good result.
Wow.
I said, what? He said, I am used to having bad results. F, B, D, and the rest. So he was actually joining my school. So what I did was that I pulled out some results of my kids in my school. And not 3. I mean, I pulled out like 15. And she was looking at life results, good results with A+, 8 something average, 90 something average. I said I did not pick it. I was just taking one after the other. I said, you can do this. You can have this. You can believe in yourself. You are intelligent. You are not $1. We don't higher heights really. We don't believe that any child is $1.
Please, can you say it again? Because some parents actually believe, there are some parents I've met and they will say that their children.
I've met a lot of them and I will always tell them that your child is not $1. There's no child that is unintelligent.
Yeah.
It matters what you feed this child with.
True.
I'm honest. I've seen kids change before my eyes. I mean, they will come in with their parents down and out complaining. This is the result. And after one time, and they are smiling and happy and excited. What changed? No, come on. What changed? Is it this guy that changed? What actually changed? The environment, the words. Because a man is made by the words that you hear. The things you read. What is being introduced into you. I said, give me this child and watch for the next 3 months what I'm going to turn this child into. And after 3 months, oh my God, they are smiling. They are good results. So I'm like, you can actually have this result. I actually want to use it as a practical. Sometimes you just have, not because you have how to, Because I know why they go to that route. I know what happens when they turn out with a bad result. I know. So I actually know as well how to make them believe in themselves, how to make them think smart, they believe they are smart, believe they are intelligent, and eventually at the end of the month or the term, they have good results. What changed? So we believe that every child is intelligent. So as a parent, you must believe that your child is intelligent. You must believe that this child has something upstairs. So right now, you need to introduce the right thing into them.
Okay.
But once you speak to them, obviously the school also has their place.
Please, can you just talk to schools right now?
Because no, the school has.
You've spoken to parents. Can you talk to schools right now?
The truth of the matter is that, you know, they spend a longer time in school. I mean, most of the from morning till 4 p.m. They are with you. The teacher.
Like 9 hours.
Yes. So
roughly 9 hours.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the rest of the hours, they go home and they sleep. The next day they meet you again. So the teachers, the owners of school, you have a vital role to play to ensure that these kids are fed well. Yeah. With the right words. Taught well. So any child, you shouldn't have a child afraid of any teacher. Right? I'm telling you. They shouldn't be. Like for my school, every child has access to every teacher. Wow. Wants to talk to, wants to, you know, it's very important to put that environment, I mean, create that enabling environment for the kids to have access to teachers, to communicate their troubles, whatever, their fears, I mean, their challenges. I mean, if you can get a teenager talk to you, you got it. Right? If they can actually talk to you, if they can actually open up to you, you got that person. There's some kids, they are more free with their teacher than they're free with their parents. Yeah. So we need to take advantage of it as teachers, as, you know, owners of schools, you know, to, you know, win these children over, win these teenagers over to you, sit them down, counsel with them, let them pour their heart to you. You have, that is actually the starting point of, you know, of any teenager. Success, right? Honestly. Because if they can give you, if you can tell you all those secret things they have inside of them, you can actually correct them, you can guide them. You know, so the what you feed them with, it's also key. Even while you are teaching, you can actually correct. You can actually inspire.
Now, what's the difference between correcting in love and punishment?
It's black and white. I mean, correct.
Because you know, some teenagers, they see correction as punishment.
No, if you beat a child, for instance, with one hand, I mean, you use a cane on one hand, and you've done that, because it's correct. I mean, even the Bible said so. You know, you just have to punish a child. If you don't do that, that child is going to go astray. When you do that, use the other hand and bring back that child. Sit down the child and, you know, talk to the child. This that you've done, this is the way you should have done it. You know, not after you have dealt with this child and that child goes away with that mindset, and again you do it again and again, that child will never come close to you. Right? That's the truth. But when you deal with this child, correct the child in love, let the child know that you are actually interested in her growth, your future. When they know that you are genuine, you are sincere, you are doing it for their good, not for any gain, they will yield to you. Right? Truly. You know, if, you know, working with teenagers are different from working with kids, you know, or adults. This is actually the age. It's a very sensitive. This age is very sensitive. So please, if you are on a school and it's a secondary school, you just have to be patient with this ones. Because if you're able to win them now, you've got them for life. I mean, I'm being honest. And I started with secondary school. That was my passion. I just wanted to help this, because if they leave the secondary school to university and you don't get them in the right path, oh my God, when they get there, peer pressure. They want to belong. Come, let's go to this. Let's do this. You see them joining cults. You see them joining groups. Just to belong, just to belong and feel safe. So they need to believe in themselves. They don't need anybody they don't need any security.
No validation. They don't need anybody to validate them.
Yes. So when you have this self-value, self-esteem, I mean, self-love, you don't need any man's love.
Yeah.
Nobody will promise you heaven and earth and just to get your body. Because that's what happens. They say, I'm going to give you this, I'll give you phone, iPhone, this, that, just to win you and deal with you. So, but when you know that you're not cheap. Believe you're not cheap. Nobody can buy you with money.
Wow.
I'm just telling you, nobody can buy you with money. So you have to believe in it. That's why I say I love teenagers. I love them a lot because at this age, they can become, and I see them, they can become anything.
Yeah, true.
It matters what you feed them with,
true.
How you're able to manage them. So,
true.
I mean, it's sensitive. So you have to be careful with these kids. So at this point, if you're a parent, if you're a school owner,
a teacher,
please, I mean, love these kids as
Thank
your
you.
own. Even if you're not married, see them because one day you're going to have one.
Yeah.
You know, see them as your kids, how you would have treated your kids, treat them that way.
Yeah.
With that, they have yielded to you, they will read because of you.
Oh,
I'm telling you.
I don't even want this program to end.
Oh.
My goodness. Oh my. Okay, just in 1 minute.
Yeah.
Is there any affirmative words that teenagers can use for themselves?
Oh, by themselves. I mean.
Yeah, please.
I'm smart.
1 minute.
I can do all things. I can read and understand. I'm intelligent. I mean, you just affirm all these words to yourself. Whatever I read, I am bold. Do you understand? I love myself. I mean, you can tell yourself, hey guy, look at yourself in the mirror. You're good, you're good, you're intelligent. Guy, you're talking to yourself in the mirror. You're not talking to anybody. Nobody, you don't need any validation from anybody or by anybody. You are you. So this time I'm entering this term, I mean, it's success. I mean, I'm getting my A's.
Yeah.
Set your goals. If it's not subject, 9 A's. Yeah. 9 A plus. You can determine the average. I want to get 95 average this time. I mean, it's you and your book. It's you. Write those visions that paste them somewhere you will always see it. I mean, let it be there. And talk to yourself, I will make it.
Oh, yeah?
I've seen kids like that. I mean, they did it and they were happy. At the end of the term, they were, I set this target for myself and I hit it, glory to God, and they are happy. So you talk to yourself, this time I'm coming out with 90 average.
Oh, wow.
95 average.
Yes.
I am smart.
Yes.
I'm the smart one in the class.
Yes.
You know, sometimes when you ask them who is smart in your class, they say, hey, that one, that one that you saw answer question. Start answering questions in the class. See yourself as smart. See yourself. I mean, it all depends on you and you. Don't say, that teacher does not like me. The moment you say that, you set all the forces in motion for that teacher not to like you. Do you understand? So you say, all my teachers, they love me. They want to see me. They want to teach me. And when they teach me, I understand.
Amazing.
I understand everything. You just have to affirm those words to yourself. Even when it seems like you're not understanding something at that moment, after that class, go and ask your teacher. See, that's why, like I said before, let them have the opportunity to always come to you. Yeah. Don't put a front that no child, no teen, they shouldn't come close. Give them that opportunity to always want to ask you, sir, please, can you explain this? I don't really understand. Then they can understand. So that at the end of the time, we are all smiling, we are all excited, we are rejoicing because the results are good. I mean, come on. Sometimes I asked a woman yesterday, I mean, what does it look like that they say somebody failed? That a child failed? I mean, to be honest, I'm not trying to. I said, at what point? At what? Because I'm used to having seen my kids succeed. I mean, I'm used to seeing A's and A's and B's. I'm used to seeing them do well. I said, what does it mean that somebody fails and fail out of the school? I mean, because it is strange in higher heights, honest. I'm not trying to sell the school, but I'm just trying to tell us that
it's not a bad thing if you talk about your school. Yeah.
I'm actually on.
We're out of time. We're out of time. You know, you're going to come again. As you were talking, I could feel the passion, and I just want to say thank you. We need more school owners like you. We need more people like you that will put this fire. You know, the first time you shared your vision about the school, you told me that no child is a dullard. From that day, I took it and I am running with it, knowing that there is something, there is something in everybody,
Every
in every child.
honestly, there is.
You know, so it's very important what we speak to these children, what we tell these teenagers, what we tell them. Thank you so much, Deaconess Uzo Ejikeme from Higher Heights College,
yes.
located here in GRA Onitsha. Thank you. Like I said, we've out of time. She's going to come again because I know you want to hear from her again.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming here on 24 Show. We look forward to having you again on the program.
Sweetheart on radio. Sweetheart on radio. I am calling you up,
My goodness gracious Lord, did you hear where she said that no child is a dullard? There is no one person, there is no one child on earth who is a dullard. There is something good about someone. There is a talent in every one of us. You see that child that you're looking at, there is a talent in him or her. And it's really important that we make these children believe in themselves, because they were born with talent. And that is what school is all about. Thank you so much to Deaconess Uzo Ejikeme, the proprietress of Higher Heights College. Thank you for coming on this program. And I do know that you're going to come again, just like I said. And thank you so much for joining us today on this podcast. I look forward to having you in my next podcast. From me, Oma, you're very sweetheart on radio, TV, social media, sweetheart everywhere. I love you. Mwah! Bye-bye.